up, y'all? It's Libra with Libra's Thoughts Podcast. I got a thought, let's tackle it. Now, I got my AC blasting because, baby, it's hot outside and I'm just leaving the gym. But I wanted to talk to you guys about being a neurodivergent mom. I was thinking about that in the sauna. I was like, damn, girl, you are a whole neurodivergent mom. Now, I'm late diagnosed with autism and ADHD. And I remember conversations my mom would say, oh, you used to walk on your toes. Oh, your diet. And I didn't look at my diet as a kid as anything special to the kid diet. But when I look at my baby boy, it's like eerily similar. The way I process information, the way I express emotion, all of the emotions that I have, because I have very big emotions. And I'm super, like, driven about lining shit up. It either had to be lines or diagonals. But anywho, before I knew I was neurodivergent, I knew I was off my rocker. I just didn't understand what the fuck that was. I would have these big old meltdowns where I couldn't gather myself. When I was a young girl, I would run in my room and take a bed sheet or a pillowcase and bite it and pull just so I can release aggression. When I felt overwhelmed. I do a lot of squeezing and shit like that. I love tactical stimulation, deep pressure, all kinds of things. So before I even knew I was neurodivergent, I knew that I was off my rocker and I needed to get help. So in the process of me growing up, and when I say growing up, when I became grown, I wasn't grown. When I got introduced to meditation and my therapist, both of those entities helped me understand things that I was doing that was self-destructive, inappropriate, all the things, and helped me understand how to realign and get my shit together. In me doing that, I said, what if? I'm looking at my baby boy and I'm like seeing a lot of things that he does is very similar to me. And very similar to things that I remember as a child doing. And so that's what prompted me to get my diagnosis. ADHD was the first diagnosis I got, and then it was followed up by autism. And I was already balanced by the time I got my diagnosis, but it felt good to put a name to what was going on up here. It felt good to finally say, that is what was going on. I knew there were things going on, and I made the effort. Even if it didn't have a name, it didn't matter. I wasn't driven on getting a name. I was really driven on, these are the areas where I'm losing control, and these are the areas that I need to work on. And then later is when I was able to put a name to what was going on with me. So being a neurodivergent mom means, it can mean many things, and there have been a lot of challenges. Like, I didn't understand why certain noises got on my nerves, why I needed to always tell my babies, okay, mommy is overwhelmed. I don't know why, but I need a minute. Like, taking it out on them was never an option. I knew that when I was in crisis, I would just ask for help, ask my mom to take over, have my, breakdown, meltdown, and then gather myself and then reintroduce myself to the situation. Having a name to put to that was like, oh shit. So now I know exactly what path I'm on. Before it was, these are things that are happening. These are symptoms. And I can work on those, but I would really like to know if there's some mental health things going on. And goddamn it, if there was. And having a name to it allows me the space to say, I know exactly what I'm looking at now. There's no question like, where could this come from? What could this be? Et cetera, et cetera. So being a neurodivergent mom, it has been an interesting path, but I wouldn't trade it because I understand my babies to the bone. I never understood how I could understand my baby boy, but now I do. That piece, that part, deuce.